Okay, so let us discuss naman yung tinatawag nating domain and range. Okay? So, ano po ba yung domain and range na yan? Actually, yung idea ng domain kanina, pinahapyawan ko na yan sa inequality, no? So, ganito po yan. Say, for example, you have y equals f of x, no? So, ano po ba yung domain? Pag sinabing domain, they are set of values of x na pwede mong i-substitute sa function and the function will still yield a real number. So ano naman yung y? So ibig sabihin by common sense, y is yung y depende yan sa domain mo, no? So yung y po na yan is the set of all possible values of the function. Okay, so dediretsuhin ko na kayo sa isang sa ano natin, sa example natin, sa problem natin. Say for example, you have f of x is equal to e to the x. Actually, napakadali lang yan by inspection. So upang maunawaan nyo pang lalo yung idea ng domain and range, pwede akong i-graph ko siya para makita nyo yung idea. No? Okay. So look at x. Ano ba yung values na pwedeng ilagay dyan na kung saan yung value ng f of x mo, meron pa ring real number na sagot. Kumbaga, kapag ka naka-mode 1 ka sa mga calculator, pag nag-substitute ka ng value, hindi nagmamat error yung iyong calculator. So, actually, by inspection, tignan nyo to pwede naman ako maglagay ng kahit anong value, kahit anong value pwede ko ilagay. I can put a very very large number without bounds. Gusto mo e to the 1,000 eh. Ibig sabihin yan, kahit gaano kalaki yung value ng x, makakapagbigay pa rin ng value yung function mo. So ibig sabihin, pag ginraph mo yan hanggang positive infinity, like this, look at this, no? Meron pa ring value yan. Ibig sabihin, kahit gaano kalaki tong x na to, sigurado, meron pa ring value yun sa y. Kaya ang isa sa limit ng ating domain is positive infinity. Ngayon ang tanong, pwede ba ang domain mo, pwede bang 0 to? Actually pwede. When x is equal to 0, e raised to 0 is 1. Okay, ngayon ganito. Pwede ba yung value ng x mo is a very very large negative number? Actually yes. Okay, so parang ganito. Kasi kung papansinin mo, kapag halimbawa meron kang e raised to negative 1,000, ang nangyayari dyan e raised to 1,000, ano? Ibig sabihin, sobrang liit. Kaya ang nangyayari, ano yung behavior? Ibig sabihin, as x approaches negative infinity, the value of f of x is approaching 0. Ibig sabihin, kahit gaano kaliit na, tawag nito, kahit gaano kalaking negative number, meron pa ring value sa y. Kaya ang isang bound ng domain nito is negative infinity to infinity. So, yan ang domain ng e to the x. Actually, ibig sabihin yan, kahit anong number na nasa pagitan ng negative infinity to positive infinity, pwede mong ipasok doon at theoretically may value yon. How about the range? Okay, actually by inspection na lang, no? So, yung isang limit ng range mo dito, syempre, as x approaches infinity, the value of y approaches infinity. So, yung isang limit mo is positive infinity. Okay, question. Ano ba yung nangyayari dun sa behavior, no? Okay, as you can see, as x approaches negative infinity, the graph is keeping close and close to the value of 0. Pero asymptotic siya kasi para ma-reach mo talaga tong 0, kailangan mong maabot talaga yung negative infinity na yon, which is very impossible. That's why yung isa sa kanyang range is 0. Kaya lang ang tanong, posible ba yung kasama ba talaga sa range yung mismong 0? No, because this function is only keeping near and near to 0 as x approaches negative infinity. That's why ito ay parenthesis lamang. Okay, so yan po yung ating sagot, no? Okay, next. Punta tayo dun sa isa. Erase ko to, no? How about f of x is equal to cosine x. So, madali, no? Para hindi kayo mahirapan, diretsuin ko na. Although wala pa tayong trigo, pero review naman to. So, dumaan naman na kayo sa trigo nung college pa lang, tsaka high school, no? Alam nyo na ang graph neto is actually a wave, no? Periodic function. Ang tanong, ano po ang domain? Kitang-kita naman, guys, no? Okay, yung graph ng cosine x, mag-e-extend yan up to positive infinity, tapos sa kabila naman sa negative infinity. Anong ibig sabihin nun? Kahit anong value sa number line, pwede mong isubstitute yon. Bakit kanyo? Kasi kahit anong number dyan, siguradong may katapat na value yun sa y, kaya ang domain din yan is negative infinity to positive infinity. No? Ganun din dito sa positive. Kahit anong number sa number line, siguradong may katapat, no? How about the range? So by common sense, ang possible values lang ng y niyan is from, alam niyo naman, ang lowest value is negative 1, tapos yung highest value is positive 1. So imposible po na yung cosine x ay magkaroon ng value, I mean itong buo, na nasa labas ng negative 1 to 1. Kaya anong range? The range is simply negative 1 to positive 1. Question, anong enclosure mo? Kasama ba mismo sa range yung negative 1? Of course, kasi hindi naman asymptotic yan dyan. Talagang literal na nangyayari na meron talagang value na negative 1. Say for example, kapag yung x mo ay nasa, tawag nito, when the value of x is pi, no? Kapag pi, the value is equal to negative 1. It's not undefined. Yun talaga yung totoong value niya. Naabot niya talaga yung point na yon. So, ganun din dito. So, kailan ba nagkakaroon ng 1 na value tong cosine? When the value of x is exactly 0 and the value is exactly 1. So, talagang 1 is included in the range. No? Di kagaya kanina sa e to the x. Hindi niya kasi yon na-approach. Nilalapitan niya lang ng nilalapitan. But it can never meet that value of 0. Kanina yon sa e to the x. No? Ngayon, next, how about yung susunod? Which is logarithm of x. So, erase ko muna to, no? Okay. Let us talk about f of x is equal to logarithm of x. Okay? So, kung igagraph mo yan, x, y, ang tanong, can I put any value of x? Actually, hindi. Pero tignan nyo, no? Pwede ba akong maglagay ng value ng positive number na sobrang laki? Yes, pwede. At ang nangyayari nga dyan, as x approaches or as x becomes bigger and bigger, the value of logarithm of x is also becoming bigger and bigger. So, ibig sabihin, as x approaches infinity, the value of y approaches also the infinity. Kaya yung isa sa limit ng domain ng ating logarithm of x is positive infinity. So ngayon ang tanong, posible ba na magkaroon ka ng logarithm of a negative number? Actually, hindi po pwede yon. Magiging complex or non-real number yung sagot. That's why, hindi pwede na magkaroon ka dito ng value ng x na nasa negative number. So ang tanong, hanggang saan sir? Hanggang 0 pa. Actually, if you put logarithm of 0, that is mathematical error. Why is it so? Ito kasi yung behavior niyan eh. Say for example, nag-logarithm ka ng sobrang napakaliit na number. The more na lumiliit yung number, the more na lumalaki yung value nito. Kaya lang, negative. So, ibig sabihin, ang behavior niyan, as x approaches 0, the value of y approaches negative infinity. Okay, so ibig sabihin class, ang ating domain para sa logarithm of x is from 0 to positive infinity. Question, ano ang enclosure mo sa 0? Ang tanong, posible ba na ang domain mo, posible ba na ang 0 i-substitute mo doon? Hindi. Actually, because yung graph nating yung graph ng logarithm of x is asymptotic din doon. Because as x approaches 0, the value of y is becoming negative infinity. Kaya hindi kasama sa solution set yan. Okay? So, how about the range? So, di ko na kailangan explain. Hanggang saan ba yung possible value nito? Tignan nyo, no? This graph extends up to the negative infinity and up to the positive infinity doon sa y. That's why the range is from positive infinity to positive infinity. Okay, so that is just by inspection. So, di ba? Dali lang. Ngayon, let us try to solve some other domain problem. Kasi alam nyo naman, yung ibang problem kasi, no, some other problems, ano lang, domain lang makuha mo by algebra. Yung range, minsan kailangan mo makuha yung maximum and minimum values nito. Okay, so say for example, ito yung susunod nating problem. Determine the domain of f of x is equal to square root of x squared minus 7x plus 10. So, sagutan natin yung problem na yan. So, basically class, domain, no, yun yung value, set of value of x na kung saan pag sinubstitute mo sa function, the function is still the function is still a real number. So, magiging real number lang to, syempre, kapag etong value nito ay positive or equal to 0. Hindi pwedeng maging negative. Ibig sabihin, para masolve mo yan, guys, kailangan yung x squared minus 7x plus 10 should be greater than or equal to 0. So, ngayon, gamitin natin yung procedure na ginawa natin sa inequality. So, syempre, non-linear inequality to, no? At saka, syempre, kung pag-uusapan natin, yung domain nito, hindi yung domain nito, yung domain lang nito. Siyempre, yung domain netong mismong function na to, yung x squared minus 7x plus 10, ito is from negative infinity to positive infinity. Alam natin yan. Pero ito, hindi pa natin alam kasi may square root eh. Yung sinasabi kong domain na negative infinity tsaka positive infinity, ito lang po yun, no? Yung x squared minus 7x plus 10. So, ang gawin natin, kagaya ng ginawa natin kanina, is pwede natin kunin yung zeros. O yung value ng x na kung saan ito ay magiging equal to 0. So, you can actually calculate it by any means. So, syempre dahil marunong naman kayo mag-quadratic na from this point in time, no? So, if I'm going to solve that, ang sagot po dyan is 5 and 2. Okay. So, ito po yung value ng x. X is equal to 5 and x is equal to 2. So, ibig sabihin, class, kung ito yung 2, ito yung 5, so technically, kasama ba yung 2 and 5 dun sa sa ating solution set? Yes, because the idea says it should be greater than or equal to 0. So, kasama siya. At saka syempre, para tumama tong statement, dapat positive yung value ng function. So, okay, so, ganito ang tanong ko sa inyo, no? Ganito. Mag-trial and error tayo. So, look at this. Let us try. Say, for example, you have that, no? Tawag yan. X squared minus 7x plus 10 should be greater than 0. Let us calculate. So, let us say, for example, the value of x is less than 2. Sabihin natin 1. So, ang sagot ko, positive 4. So, ibig sabihin, positive to. Okay? Positive yan, ano? So, next. Between 2 to 5. Sabihin natin, 3. Okay? So, that's negative. Okay? So, ayan. Ngayon, if you will try 5 and above, sabihin natin 6. The answer is 4, positive pa din, no? Ibig sabihin, mga kaibigan, ang value, no? Ganito. Ibig sabihin, mga kaibigan, nag-positive siya dito, tsaka dito. Ibig sabihin, ang kanyang domain is from negative infinity to positive 2, parenthesis dito, bracket, union of 5 to positive infinity. Okay? So, yun po yung yun po yung ating domain. So, ibig sabihin, etong function na to, it can only have a value na nandito lamang sa mga interval na yan. Okay? So, next. Series ko to, no? Next problem is this. Okay, determine the domain of f of x is equal to square root of 1 minus sin x. Actually, ito by inspection, alam na natin kagad yung sagot eh. Pero, I will make it formal, no? Yung solution. So, actually, para maging real number yan, dapat yung value ng 1 minus sin x should be greater than or equal to 0. So, therefore, to satisfy that, 1 should be greater than or equal to sin x. Or, more so, sin x is less than or equal to 1. So, ang tanong, anong value ng x ang magsasatisfy dito? So, class, tandaan nyo ito. Alam natin na ang value ng sin x is only in between negative 1 to 1. Anong ibig sabihin nun? Imposible na maglagay ka ng value ng x na kung saan ang magiging value nito ay lalampas pa sa 1. Ibig sabihin, whatever number you put in x, the value of sin x is always less than 1. Dahil wala pong sin x na, halimbawa 2, imposible yun, no? So therefore, kung lahat naman pala ng number, tatama tong inequality statement na to. So therefore, what is the domain? That is simply from negative infinity to positive infinity. So, ibig sabihin, all real number. Meaning to say, kahit anong lagay mo na value ng x pwede kasi nga tong sin x, hindi naman lalampas yan ng 1. Kaya hindi magiging negative to or imaginary. Okay? So, that is the value, no? Okay?